The following is a podcast from a qualified senior care provider heard on the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we have spent this amazing hour, and we're in our last segment with Kristen Christian, and she is the founder and chief marketing officer of Be Organized. That's BEE, like buzzing bees, organized.com. And Kristen and I have been talking about downsizing, about getting rid of clutter, of all the crap, and I use the word crap, that we accumulate through the years. And of course, I've gone through a similar process lately, and I'm so thrilled every time I walk into a room when this has happened. But I know that I am sitting right now on things when I was asking myself questions. I have my mother's china. Mm-hmm. I love my mother's china. I love it. I use it. I love my mother's crystal. I love my mother's silver. But I have nieces and nephews. I don't have children of my own, but I ask them, they don't want that stuff. Mm-hmm. So what happens? Kristen?
Well, first of all, I think I love that you love it and you use it. One, that's point. And I'm not a minimalist. By all means, keep what you love. But there is, there's a boundary that we have to watch, especially if we're going to make a transition and downsize. Mm-hmm. China comes up a lot. I think it's a hard one. My grandmother had 3-4 sets of china. My mom had
oh my goodness.
My other grandma had. I have china that I registered for. And so what I did when I was kind of going through things, I knew one, I couldn't use all of it. I didn't love it all either. So going back to those power purge questions, if I didn't love it, that really helped me, I kind of eliminate it.
Yeah.
But if I did love it, and I knew though I probably wouldn't use it because I have my own set of china that my husband loves and we leave out. So what I did is I ended up keeping one of my grandmother's little small bowls. This is like a dessert.
Nice.
And I do love it's like an art deco.
Uh-huh.
So I have this sitting next to my sink in my bathroom, and I put my jewelry in it every day. So
nice.
I think of it. It makes me happy. It makes me think of my grandma. Mm-hmm. I did not need to keep the entire set in order to keep that memory and to use the item. So there's just different ways of looking at that. And those power purge questions really help you make those decisions.
Yeah.
I have my mother-in-law's mother's ring. So a mother's ring is where you have the stones of your children. She had 4 boys and she gave me this ring, and I don't love it. It doesn't fit me. So I don't like it. I'm not going to use it. Does it have value? Yes. But what I have decided and what I know she would love if she were here on this earth still is I'm going to go and have it repurposed.
Yes.
So asking those questions helped me. I'm going to take the stones and do something different with it. Yeah. So it's a message to help people use those power purge questions and then really think through how do I honor those memories or those people without keeping everything?
It's interesting. Our wedding rings, my husband's and mine, all have diamonds from my mother's jewelry.
See, I love that. That's so
special. That's the thing that's really exactly what you're saying is that I have my mother's diamond, and it's really, it's an honor every day to wear it. And I think of her and I love having that. So I love that you think about that. And it's like, I love my mom's china. There's no way. I'll have it till the day I die because one of my favorite things every year is to do a beautiful table at Thanksgiving, but it's like, I love to entertain with my friends. And I've even just not too long ago took my mom's crystal and china and over to a friend's house. We had to pack it all up and take it over, and we had a big dinner party and we celebrated. And I was so thrilled to honor her as part of this. So I think sometimes I guess I'm unique in the fact that, but I know that too, that there's going to be someday that I'm not going to be able to take that. So we need to enjoy that now. And I think one of the things that happens with china is that we choose not to use it because it's too good. It's too good. I choose to use mine. And because I know I'm not going to live forever, right?
Absolutely. So if you're keeping it and you're not using it, and then you don't even really like it, then that makes it easy to let go of. But it's a struggle. But I think the whole point of all of this is to find that sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
Happiness is that place between too little and too much. And
Right.
everybody has a different spot. My too little may be too much for you and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so it's finding that sweet spot and then crafting your environment around that.
Yeah.
And there's no one quick fix or one size
Right.
fits all. It's giving yourself grace, taking the time
Right.
and really determining what's the fate of your stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. So, Kristen, what do you suggest people once they decide, okay, I don't like it. I feel that I'm important because I feel, but I'm going to take the step and I'm going to do it. But what do I do with it? That's
Right.
the question.
Well, absolutely. There's so many opportunities and different, paths that you can go down. You can have an estate sale. You can sell things online right now with social media. There's so many ways that you can offload an item either for free and let it go to somebody who's going to appreciate it, or actually make a buck. There's lots of ways to do that.
Right.
You can donate it. There's so many, every community has amazing organizations that go and help those that are less fortunate. Passing it along in these days with, take a quick picture of it and send it in your family chat, see if anybody wants it. Then you kind of pass the buck, right?
Sure.
But be sure to put boundaries around it. Say, okay, cousin Sally, you need to come and take it away by X date. So setting timelines and boundaries, but there's lots of ways that you can either repurpose or keep a portion of. I often tell clients, if everything is precious, nothing is precious. So with all that china, with multiple sets of china from my grandmothers and my mom, they couldn't all be precious, and I couldn't by no means use it all. So being intentional and trying to find that sweet spot.
So, Kristen, we have about 1 minute left, and you have franchisees across the country. I think about this. If we have family caregivers out there that are looking to reinvent themselves, what a great career they could get involved in. How did they reach you to learn about being a franchisee?
Absolutely. I love that. Franchising is an awesome opportunity for people like that to have their own business, but not do it alone, not build things from scratch. On beorganized.com, we have a franchise opportunities page where you can learn about our opportunities. And it all starts with a conversation. Let's just talk and hear your dreams and see if our opportunities are a fit.
Great. Kristen, thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor, Suzanne.
Time to get back to Suzanne and more Answers for Elders.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. And most importantly, I'd like to thank Kristen Christian from Be Organized, the founder and chief marketing officer. And for those of you that have listened to this show and feel like I'd like to find a way to get the clutter out of my life, please check out their website at www.beorganized.com. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.